pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us to come together in some capacity in order to celebrate this momentous occasion for each student today. Thank you for blessing us with teachers, coaches, counselors, administrators, parents, and siblings that pushed us through years of hard work in order to be here. Please continue to guide us through the next steps and watch over us throughout our futures. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
My name is Eugene Kazanis, and on behalf of the Plain Local Schools Board of Education, I'd like to congratulate not only the class of 2020, but those who have helped you along the way. Your parents, your family members, teachers, coaches. We've had the opportunity to see you grow up. We've had the opportunity to see what makes your class special. Your achievements in academics are remarkable. Some of you are among the first in GlenOak history to receive an international baccalaureate degree. Your performances in the arts are outstanding. If you saw your concerts, your theater performances, your band shows out of context, you wouldn't know that you're watching high schoolers. And in athletics, you were champions, always representing the district proudly. But of course, that's not exactly what your class is going to be remembered for. It's that little piece where you weren't in school for half the year, and you're still not here. So what I hope you learn from that lesson, the lesson that I hope you take from this pandemic, is that it is possible to find good in bad situations if you choose to look. So you all lost something. You lost time. You lost shared experiences, time with your friends, time at games, time at performances, prom, even graduation. And that's sad, and we should feel bad for that. However, you gained time. You gained time with your parents, you gained time with family members, and they appreciated that, even if you don't right now. Additionally, maybe you had the opportunity to help somebody, even if it was just delivering groceries to somebody's front door, helping them with their newspaper. Whatever it was, whatever you can do to help somebody, it is greatly appreciated by them. These are things that you can take with you the rest of your life. Little lessons, little things that you can do for others. So, having said that, I want to wish you all the best of luck in all that you do, and congratulations to the class of 2020.
Good evening. My name is Brent May, and I'm proud to be the superintendent here in the Plain Local School District. I'd like to first start off this evening by thanking our community. Thank you for all your support and your guidance during these unprecedented times. You have stepped up and you've made this entire community proud, and I thank you for that. I'd like to thank our parents, our family and friends that are watching this evening, and everyone who has supported these 2020 graduates, our teachers and our staff in Plain Local. I believe we have the best staff in Stark County, and I'm proud to work with them each and every day. And finally, I'd like to congratulate all of our students that are listening this evening. You have been through a very unusual time as you've graduated high school, but I think you've come through it stronger and more resilient than most. And I appreciate all your work and your dedication. So it's hard to know where to begin after what we've experienced over the last 11 weeks. And this has tested all of us. But I am proud of you, the 2020 graduates, on your resolve, your perseverance during this time. You have left a legacy for future Little Eagles to follow, and that is one of the most important gifts that you can give back to a community. To our parents, family, and friends watching this evening, I'm sure you're sitting there and you're wondering, where did these last 12 years go? And they've gone very quickly. You have guided and counseled. You've had late nights and early mornings. You have driven your kids everywhere, and you've listened to all of those interesting conversations in your cars. I'm sure you remember the first day of kindergarten, middle school, high school, getting a driver's license, and all the events that take place throughout a school district. We appreciate you. And students and graduates, I would ask you tonight to take a moment and to thank your family, but more importantly, tell them how much you love them. But this evening, I'd like to speak to the students. We're here to celebrate you. And I know it may be a little different how we've honored and celebrated you, but it does not make it any more special and the accomplishment that you've made during this pandemic. These are not normal times, but I believe that this graduation and this graduating class was put here in this moment for a reason. You've demonstrated strength and determination, and I have no doubt that you are ready to face anything in your future after what you have been through. But I would like to challenge you this evening. And I'd like to challenge you in a few ways. How do you move forward and take advantage of this time? How do you use this health pandemic as an opportunity to grow and to get better? So turn a negative into a positive. You've learned how to handle adversity, and how do you take that forward as you move on to your next chapter? And how do you share your experience with others? There are many people that are struggling right now. How do you share how you've got through it, how you've persevered, and how you've come through this to graduate? How do you share that with younger children and your siblings and others in our community that may be reaching out and may need your help? Recently, I heard a story from a coach, and this has nothing to do with coaching or football, but he talked about that we all have choices in life. And most of us, when we're born, we want to be good. We want to be good at what we do. But I think this class has went above that, and I think you have reached the elite level. You, over the last 12 weeks, had a choice to make each and every morning. But you chose to make the right choice. You chose to be elite every day, to get here this evening and to graduate. To be elite requires a special commitment, and you've shown that. Because no one's ever been through what you have been through, and you've come through in a very, very positive way. You seniors, graduates of 2020, you've been put into an arena that no one has ever experienced. There was no playbook. No one told you how to do it. You were thrust into it overnight, and you came through with flying colors. So how do you continue to remain elite? You constantly have to get better. Whatever you do next, you have to get better each and every day, and you have to do it with passion. If there's something worth doing, you might as well do it with passion. You have to continue to be a selfless person, and I've seen more of that with this class than any. You've constantly given back to our community. You've donated your time. You've mentored Little Eagles, and you've done it with class and integrity. And I think the most important thing that you've shown through this is grit. We talk about grit. We talk about getting knocked down and getting back up, and you've done that time and time again. And you are to be celebrated for that. You have a choice each morning, every day. And I would encourage you to seize the moment. We've learned over these last several weeks that don't take anything for granted. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Don't waste today. Don't waste this time that we are in. As hard as it is, don't waste it. Use it to your advantage. And I believe that you will do it. I think you're prepared to do anything that you decide you want to do because you've persevered through a very, very difficult time. We can't wait to hear your stories, and you are always welcome here at GlenOak High School, and you will forever be an Eagle. So on behalf of the Plain Local School District and the Plain Local Board of Education, congratulations to the 2020 graduates, and go Eagles.
Hello, and welcome graduates of 2020 to this year's very unconventional and unexpected graduation. This graduating class has truly come much further and is more prepared for the future than any other graduating class in history. However, it does not make it right that we had to lose so many experiences and suffer through so many hardships this year. This was supposed to be our year to shine the brightest, our year to move on to the next chapter of our lives, our year to bask in all of our hard work, and most importantly, our year to make new and unforgettable memories with one another. We have been robbed of those experiences, and I will not deny that it has been challenging for each and every one of us. Nonetheless, I feel as though we have persevered through it all. Our class formulated stronger connections because of these challenges, as evidenced by renewed relationships between teachers and students, especially. Students and teachers were able to legitimately realize how close and important the other was in their lives. So thank you to all the teachers of GlenOak, because before this pandemic, you were all never truly appreciated for all you bring to your students' lives. All of you watching this today deserve the recognition for all of your hard work. I know every person who is listening right now has worked hard and has had late nights, has felt like giving up, cried themselves to sleep, and so on. But every one of you deserves this moment right now. So relish in it and let everyone congratulate you, because you are a champion and have overcome substantial obstacles this year. It's really hard that I am not in front of all of you today, looking at your faces, beaming with anticipation for your future that you worked so hard for. But I know you all are all going to go on and be more successful than you could ever imagine. I would not be here right now if it were not for all the people I hold close and dear to me, and I know you graduates would not either. We must all thank our loved ones for the guidance and support throughout the years, as they have lifted us up when we were down and been by our sides cheering us on in our victories as well. I want to stand up here today and tell you that no matter where you came from, no matter who you are, and no matter what your idiosyncrasies are, you can do whatever you set your mind to. It isn't just a trite saying, it's a fact. I am not your stereotypical valedictorian, and I am proud to stand up here and tell you that you don't have to kill yourself with work and obligations to accomplish your dreams. You do not need to be president of everything, participate in a bunch of sports and clubs, be perfect at all you do, or come from a good background to succeed. All you need is determination and perseverance, and you will soar. I am so very proud of every single one of you for coming so far, and I wish you all the best in the next chapter of all of your lives, class of 2020. Continue to thrive in whatever you choose, may it be college, the military, or the workforce, and go out and work hard to accomplish each of your goals and dreams. But never forget, we all must cherish the joys, love, and family, and always remember to celebrate life and catch those good vibes every once in a while. Thank you.
The unprecedented, unplanned, and certainly unforgettable ending to our senior year truly represents the class of 2020 well. I refuse to believe that our class will be defined by this pandemic because we've already begun to make a difference. Regardless of whether it's one of our incredible sports, academic, speech and debate, or arts programs, our graduating class has been kicking butt and taking names since day one. Our story began to develop more than 12 years ago. August 22nd, 2007, our first day of our first year of plain local schooling together. I strapped on my tiny backpack, put on my bow, and followed my big sister to the bus stop, oblivious to the journey ahead of me. Intimidated by the towering fifth graders and long hallways, I just wanted to be one of the big kids. August 22nd, 2019, 12 years later, we were the big kids. It was the first day of our senior year. It did not matter whether you did career tech, CCP, AP, IB, you name it, and we definitely have it. But what mattered was that this was our final year, our last year together. Instead of walking to the bus stop with my tiny backpack, hand in hand with my big sister, I drove to GlenOak High School in my car, parked at the front of the lot with the rest of my classmates, and walked in, not with my sister, but the new family that I had gained along the way. The people that I have now spent the last 12 years of my life with. The people that turned our gigantic school into a cozy and comforting home. March 12th, 2020, the last day of our senior year. We didn't even realize that we had reached the most pinnacle part of our plain local journey, but we had. And now, we're here today, on the only day that surmounts the last day of our senior year, our graduation. Despite the lackluster end to our year and our current separation, it's been clear throughout these past 12 years that we're all in this together. And when I say together, I mean the entire plain local community, the students, educators, administrators, and all of the plain local employees that have made us all so proud to bleed green and gold. As we move forward, the world will be looking at the class of 2020 under a microscope. How did we respond, and what difference did we make? And the answer lies within each one of us. My hope is that as we all go our separate ways, we each put our unique mark on the world that continues to outshine the work we've done the past 12 years. From that little girl that left for the bus stop in the first grade, to the girl that left GlenOak High School on March 12th, not knowing it was a one-way ticket home, we have all learned that the thing we will take away most from this 12-year journey are the relationships we've made and the people we've grown to love. And an early ending to our senior year could never take that away. So congratulations to us, the class of 2020. We've made memories, we've certainly made history. Now, go make a difference. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Mike Babix. As principal of GlenOak High School, it was with great honor and privilege that I certified to Mr. May and the Plain Local Board of Education that the class of 2020 has met all requirements as set forth by the state of Ohio. Class of 2020, we want to thank you for your leadership. We want to thank you for your commitment to your education, and we want to congratulate you on your success and accomplishments. We look forward to hearing great things from you in the future. Thank you, and good luck.
Alexa Ann Shinneberry Torres. Chad Dean Breckbuehler. Claire Abigail Foltz. Drew James Ely. Brooke Ann Lauer. Thomas James Stratton Jordan. Taylor Faith Bautista. Erin Mackenzie Patterson. Deanna Marie Hay. Angelina Rose Sacco. Magdalena Teresa Juarez. Emma Marie Poorman. Erin Elizabeth Hawkins. Liliana Noel Burlingame. Sarah Elizabeth Conley. Hannah Nicole Teperick. Grace Ann Watson. Madison Paige Mears. Carly Ray Brightman. Janelle Ruth Dixon. Giovanni Rocco Moretta. Riley Lauren Heald. Darian Jeffrey Williams. Riley Ernest Deskin. Isabel Rose Biasella. Haley Morgan Alexander. Maya Pearl Baccia. Hannah Nicole Bloomquist. Jack Ryan Bettler. Gavin Matthew Bond. Isabel Rose Bosler. Jacob Reese Boyett. Peter Aaron Breckenridge. Faith Lauren Brown. Spencer J. Brown. Sophia Renee Buddha. Christina Faith Carroll. Joser Rene Cediro Cantarero. Joshua Drew Chappie. Kylie Ann Clifford. Hayden Lewis Coombs. Lauren Zakia L. Dea. Shane Elizabeth Fiola. Samantha Brianna Fleming. Cordell DeWitt Floyd. Madison Lee Getchy. Mackenzie Morose Green. Riley Charlotte Grimm. Juan Diego Gutierrez. Brooke Elizabeth Haynes. Joshua Allen Hamilton. Lydia Marie Harless. Joseph Isaiah Harper. Brianne May Hawthorne. Madison Faith Hawthorne. Kennedy Renee Herbers. Megan Elizabeth Jacobs. Alexander Adam Jasser. Taylor Elaine Jones. Margaret Bernadette Kingsbury. Kylie Ray Knott. Megan Michelle Lalaberty. Reese Thaddeus Leach. Alexis May Lemire. Haley Olivia McGee. Ashley Marie Malone. Jared Alexander Markham. Logan James May. Madeline Elizabeth McCourt. Alexis Arlene McMichael. Marina Peyton Mears. Jacob Thomas Menegay. Colby Douglas Metz. Natalie Joy Michael. Maya Rose Montgomery. Evan Michael Morris. Olivia Jaden Murphy. Alexandra Faith Nicholson. Brian Charles Vincent Nofer. Colin James O'Connor. Jeremy William Pallick. Davin Alexander Peterman. Alexia Maria Potheroth. Elena Elizabeth Provo. Jason Allen Puckett. Caden Michael Riley. Grace Sarah Salvino. Sarah Teresa Saunders. Jacqueline Ann Shetzley. Ella Christine Severson. Ariana Rose Seeloff. Aaron Matthew Summers. Logan Alexander Sparks. Kaylee Taylor Speaker. Gabrielle Elise Swanson. Landon Anthony Thorne. Ace Jordan Tyler. Owen Wade Edward Valentine. Cameron Taylor Vance. Jaylee Varela. Aubrey Elizabeth Villard. Hannah Grace Walther. Anthony Edmund Walton. Olivia Ann Ward. Andrew Joseph Weber. Paige Lynn Worsler. Hannah Joy White. Okay, go ahead. Olivia Pauline White. Joshua David Williams. Amari Daniel Andre Kadurk. Dario Gonzalez Vega. Michelle Inez Rothig. Jacob Ryan Abrig. Lillian Gardner Adams. Alec Adcock. Marissa Nicole Atkins. Victoria Elizabeth Adie. Matthew Aguilar. James Cade Aiken. Hannah Faith Elaine Alizas. Elijah Nicholas Albert. Arid Albiter. Austin David Alberton. Tristan Jean Allen. Chloe Starr Allison. Austin Jason Allman. Daniel Jacob Almodovar. Corey Lee Anderson. Darcel Lamont Anthony. Nariana Marie Argenio. Go ahead. Tyler Charles Armstead. Isaiah Edward Arrington. Samuel Darrell Backey Woods. Hannah Cheryl Bajornis. Jameson Victor Allen Ball. Mara Larshawn Banks. Brock James Barbado. Micah Davon Bazin. Elijah Beard. Zachary Thomas Becker. Cheyenne Mercedes Bender. Madison Ray Benner. Brandon Michael Bergert. Hannah Louise Bergen. Latrell Elijah Blackman. Austin James Blair. Darren Austin Blanchard. Josie Renee Board. Grace Elizabeth Bettler. Asher Margaret Boyce. Marissa Ann Bradley. Ty Russell Briggs. Brandon James Brinkman. Brooklyn Rose Bunish. Amber Rose Burek. Dakota Andrew Burnham. Mariah Marquez Bicura. Laquan Rodriguez Dravon Bird. Tara Michaela Bird. Aaron Christopher Capacci. Ashlyn Rose Capacci. Jacob Nicholas Cargill. Trevor Lucas Carpenter. Haley Rose Karras. David Allen Carroll. Ayana Neve Carter. Jason Thomas Carey. Caleb Joshua Catlin. Melina Marie Cavella. Audrey Grace Cessna. Max William Charlikowski. Anna Marie Check. Herschel Ian Scott Chenault. Justin Richard Jaquan Cherry. Kaylin Ann Clevenger. William Anthony Dakota Klein. Benjamin Lee Coates. Kendra Jade Coe. Caitlin Riley Kaleli. Nikayla Cherie Collins. Mackenzie Ann Compson. Alyssa K. Compton. Tierney Faye Condix. Bryce Matthew Kahn. Riley Elizabeth Kahn. Eden Brooke Conway. Owen T. Conway. Joseph Cooley. Caitlin Amelia Cordell. Anaya Neve Corner. Lee Grace Crawford. Maya Rebecca Croft. McBrarity Elise Crowell. Chandelier Sierra Culver. Isaiah Raymond Cummins. Ryan David Curry. Atlanta Rail Cutts. Brianna Jean Dalton. Nathaniel Liam Danks. Spencer James Day. Kobe Allen Dean. Gunnar Dekowski. Mackenzie Renee DeLillo McMasters. Christian Nathaniel DeVore. London Ray Dickerson. Nicholas Joseph DiGiacomo. Vincenzo Joseph DiGilaroma. Elijah J. Dominic. Jasmine Dressler. Dylan Michael Driggers. Tobiah Anthony Duffy. Reese Vanessa Edgen. Destiny Renee Elliott. Dwight Xavier Ellis. Zachary Michael Emmerich. Michaela Sierra Estelle.
Kagan Riley Eubanks.
Seth Connor Falcone. Madison Grace Flaherty. Colby Allen Flanagan. Eliana Renee Flynn. Sean Fogarty. Hannah Gabriella Ford. Mulaney Laren Fowler. Shelby Ann Frieda. Hallie Esther Marie Freilich. Benedetto T. Frutstashi. Mariana Garcia. Jayla Zakiah Gaddis. Zane Alexander Gom. Anna Catherine Gladio. Olivia Rose Gliata. Rachel Elizabeth Gagaluski. Maximus Allen Gordon. Gavin Anthony Greenlee. Joseph Edward Grimes. John Kalajides Grunder. Damian Alexander Gupton. Andrew Thomas Haydett. William Hailstone. Faison James Hall. Jack Austin Hall. Dalton Richard Franklin Haymans. Idacia Deshay Hampton. Aiden Christopher Hannon. Ariana Michelle Harper. Dylan Paul Harper. Kenna Nicole Harrington. Jonathan Aristotle Harsh. Emily Brianna Hartson. Seth William Hamaker. Miranda Paige Hendershot. Natalia Lynn Henderson. Alexander Conan Hillman. Hannah Dawn Hinmarsh. Michaela Allison Hinkle. Aiden Thomas Hobson. Johnny William Homan. Michaela Lee Ann Hooten. Alana Celeste Hostetler. Stuart Lee Hudson. Olivia Eilish Humphreys. Logan Raquel Hunter. Brandon Daniel Jadich. Gabrielle Alexandria Jeffries. Kaijir Renair Jenkins. Frank Elijah Johnson. Jalen Matthew Johnson. LeSean Johnson. Cameron Lee Jones. Chloe Manda Jones. Lee Curtis Jones. Logan Lewis Jones. Paige Allison Jones. Michael Connor Cackley. Isaac Daniel Kennedy. McKenna Charlene Kiefer. Sierra Rochelle Kiefer. Jared Kevin Kimberly. Ryan William Kinnick. Daniel John Klotz. Madison Elizabeth Knight. Braden Lee Noak. Kayla Elizabeth Knowles. Eva Mae Knox. Kristen Blaine Cutsley. Ava Rose Lambert. Andrew Michael Lamuel. Olivia Blythe Lamoureux. Daniela Berenice Landino. Madison Nicole Lawson. Joseph Lee Leatherman. Sierra Lehman. Vanessa Michaela Lemon. Noah Christopher Leon. Gregory Mark Lipster. Brooklyn Danielle Lockard. Grace Victoria Lockard. Riley Elizabeth Lockard. Elon Antonio Lopes. Trevor Andrew Lowry. Justin Dennis Lux. Mackenzie Ray Ludwig. Jazz Marie Lutton. Jason Patrick Leiden. James Edward Madden. Daniela Nicole Magael. Dylan Joseph Marco. Nicholas Stephen Margaritakis. Mario Giovanni Marion. Olivia Grace Marmon. Lauren Ashley Marin. Jordan Jashawn Marshall. Chloe Elizabeth Matthey. Mason Andrew McAllister. Cameron Renee McCoury. Chase Aaron McDonald. Kaya Shay McDonald. Jake Randolph McQuaid. Shanice Mercer. Joseph Abram Middleton. Damian Angel Milburn. Joseph Adam Miller. Nevaeh Faith Mitchell. Serenity Jonay Monday. Haley Elizabeth Monnet. Kamaria Faith Montgomery. Brian Michael Moore. Kaylee Ryan Morley. Carly Marie Morrison. Tasia Sarah Nate Morrow. Ashanti Sherelle Mumford. Andrew Murphy. Hannah Nicole Murray. Jameson Richard Myers. William Atlee Nagy. Maya Lane Neff. Miranda Lou Negley. Anthony James Newland. Noah Maxwell Newton. Zeta Adriana Nichols. Alexis Victoria O'Connor. John Edward Oliver. Tania Lene Osteen. Kylan Alexander Owens. Bianca Noel Palmer. Morgan Alexis Pancher. Christian Jeffrey Edward Parker. Brianna Lee Paschal. Brayland Jermaine Paschal. Paige Christine Paul. Elena Christina Pergens. Lindsay K. Phillips. Alexander James Pimpus. Matthew Pinney. Brandon Leroy Pizziferrato. Alex Armando Ponce. Christian Hernan Ponce. Logan Alexander Slack Ramos. Callie Ann Ramser. Jameel Tyson Randall. Jawad Munir Rashdan. Amber Nicole Ray. Mark Anthony Gintz Reel. Ryan David Rosillo. Kendall Richardson. Sydney Lynn Richardson. Lazan Larico Kamar Robinson. Yasmin Isabel Rollins. Cameron Tashawn Ross. Tyler Wayne Ross. Nicholas Anthony Rossetti. Eric James Rossi. Grace Darlene Roth. Maya Renee Russell. Tyler Joseph Russo. Faith Elizabeth Saffel. Tobias John Sampson. Logan Ashley Sanders. Nicholas Carter Santavica. Antonio Domenico Santamarino. Ian Patrick Shalmo. Jenna Alessandra Schmaltz. Gavin Nicholas Vale Schrag. Leah Ray Schweitzer. Avery Grant Scott. Madison Nicole Scott. Adriana Nicole Seibert. Kylie Lynn Siri. Jameer Shahid Shannon. Jashawn Shahid Shannon. Desmond Lauren Sharp. Riley Anna Shaw. Rachel Allison Schultes. Brandon Scott Schrader. Trevor Scott Shundry. Vincent Ross Silvestro. Malcolm Ryan Scott Simpson. Braden Sinclair. Corbin Eugene Slater. Emily Hannah Smith. Henry James Smith. Isaiah William Smith. Austin David Snedeker. Nicholas Dean Snyder. Tyler Xavier Soska. Riley Ann Marie Spears. Anna Catherine Bay Spelios. Kennedy Allen Sprout. Malia Janae Stanley. Paul James Starkey. Jalen Amir Stokes. Maliva Marie-Jo Stone. Nalise Raquel Strickland. Kenneth James Steyer. Grayson Schweitzer. Chayton Russell Taylor. Adia Elizabeth Tice. Drake Robert Terry. Abigail Rebecca Thomas. Xavier Nathaniel Thornton. James Tyler Thuvanen. Joseph Thomas Thuvanen. Kaylee Ann Trussell. Kayla Raquel Usich. Jared David Ulrich. Hosian Alexis Valiente Burgess. Jalen Eric Vaughn. Terrence Samuel Verbal. Melina Evelyn Villano. Olivia Lane Vranich. Jacob Ryan Wagner. Sierra Rochelle Walker. Jordan Walker. Jade Wallace. Eric Ormond Watson. Malik Paris Watson. Paul Roger Webb II. Emily Marie Webster. Malaya Ann West Mullen. Austin James Warmby. Dominic Joseph Wheeler. Andrew Patrick White. Darius White. Ty Anthony White. Damon Clay Williams. Demetrius James Williams. Eric Alexander Williams. Jelani Morton Willock. Javon Malik Wilson. Sophia Marie Wilt. Luke Matthias Wingirter. Benjamin Daniel Wolf. Kayla Michelle Wergler. Alexander Lee Yarnell. Michael Lewis Zerby. Elliot Mitchell Zolden. Amira Marie Zollikoffer.
Today, we make history. We are the first class of GlenOak High School to have a virtual graduation. We are the first class at GlenOak High School to survive a pandemic. We are the first class at GlenOak High School to have spent 2.5 months looking for ways to help the world get through this. We accomplished all of this and more over the course of 12 amazing years and a challenging last few months. We can often take for granted all that we have while wishing for the next event in our lives to come. The events that unfolded 2.5 months ago taught us several lessons quite harshly earlier than we had expected. When we walked out of GlenOak High School on March 12th, none of us knew that our time here was done. We have all spent time dreading that morning alarm clock, the hours of homework, trying to muster the energy to get through practices or clubs, and making the drive back to school after our senior options. Looking back, we all know we would have done all those things again just to have more time. More time at lunch with friends, more time getting closer with teachers, more time confiding in counselors, more time to attend sporting events, and more time just being a high school senior. None of us would have thought our last day ended how it did without any heads up. It is hard to look back and say that our last steps in GlenOak High School were taken without any last goodbyes or farewells. I am here to speak on behalf of the class of 2020, and I say to every individual in this school system that this is not a final goodbye. However, it is a see you soon, and thank you for helping us get to where we are today. The future is in our hands, and it is up to us to carry our reputation for generations to come. In the words of Dr. Seuss, you're off to great places, today is your day, your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Today is your day, class of 2020, and make your future your own. As I say to you all, thank you for all the memories and thank you for the inspiration, and I'm excited to see all the places we will go.